ćemo da, ok.
Važi.
Evo, Dušan, idemo na engleski.
Okay.
Evo, Dušan, I'm really happy to have you here today.
Me too, Samo.
I've been listening to your music now for some time, and I was immediately when I heard you, I think I presented one of your albums. I think it was the one that you have on your shirt, No Answer.
Yes.
Yeah, on my radio show years ago, and I was like, damn, this is fresh. You know, it's like a mix of rock, Jeff Beck, Jimi Hendrix, Serbian prog rock, King Crimson, something, and it was really cool. And so I'm really happy we're doing this talk today because.
Hey, thank you, Samo. For me also is a pleasure because I'm listening all these programs that you are doing, and to be in a company with all these such a great musicians, it's like really for me, wow.
You sent me this one.
Yes. This one is the last one that actually is the. It's for a lot of reasons. Is the sometimes you should know much better than I because you have 10 times more CDs, no? But it's this one from the start was some kind of special CD. Not some CD that there's no lucky to record or to get through with him, but with this CD. But when something starts, and now I release this CD independently from anyone in this world, and I don't know the time will say, but for now, for me was some kind of new moment. But actually I released this CD at the end of the February, beginning of the March, and then at 50 or 30 of the March we start with all this Corona style and Corona life. So I don't know. These CDs, I don't know. I didn't have because when you record something with all these nice guys, professionals, and the guys that you have contact or you would like to play. It will be. I didn't expect to have to touring with them, but maybe it was possible. I don't know. In that moment, everything was possible. Maybe, but now nothing is possible. So that CD is just for listening for now. And I don't know. You will tell me. Well, you can tell me. I would like to know maybe if you want to tell me your impressions about the music, how everything fits, because actually. The music, we record everything in one day, and then and then the Tapan for me the discovering of this year for the music and everything was this Aleksandar Petrov on Tapan.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yes, because Vasil told me about him, and he told me why, because the CD was really good, and we recorded nice soundings, this Casa Murada, this studio here in Barcelona and everything, but I miss something more nervous, whatever. Everything was good, but was like really dark, and everything was like. And Vasil told me, "Yeah, why don't you add some percussion?" He told me at the beginning when he listened first takes, and I said, "Man, percussions," because when you say percussions, you always see you listen, you think about Cuba, no? And then I was speak about with all the people that I know from Cuba, from Latin America and whatever, and everywhere in Argentina and Brazil and Cuba, they told me, you have this one, you have the other one, and in some point I was I don't know how did we get to do Manola Badrena, and I know, but everything was okay. But for me, it was, man, this music is like a little bit everything needs something, and then if I put some Cuban music, it will be disaster. It will be. I can imagine go from the and then
too much fusion.
Yes, and then Aleksandar Petrov came in, and I know that the guy. I don't know if you know him personally, but he is really friend with Leo Genovese, and he played with a really everybody in New York, in Paris. He lives in Paris. Yes, he played with the. He played with I don't remember now, but with really a lot of important people. So I'm bad with the name, but Tapan, always Tapan, and we know that the traditional Macedonian Bulgarian instrument. We have it also in a Serbia in all these brass bands, no? And you know that you don't have nothing. You have boom, and you have and So but the guy, it's incredible. So I remember that he went to some studio he was in Macedonia, out of Skopje, and he told me, I'm going to record now. If you can, we need to arrange something. And it was 4 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock, he told me, hey, I'm sending you now this music. And when I was listening, I was like, it was like, I was like, wow, man. And it was exactly what I'm missing there. Somebody who will play all this rhythm, because it's not.
But did you send him? Did you send him like the sheet music, or did he do it by ear?
No. He played by ear. I sent him audio, some raw recordings, and I think that in 1 hour he played everything. He's really talented, and he knows all these subdivisions.
Exactly.
Because my problem is that I expect. How when I play with Vasil, for example, and with Marko, especially with Marko Đorđević. I think the generally problem is when I'm not in this CD or other music, I'm not I try to avoid all this harmonic a lot of harmonic movement because it takes me to some other musics, no? And when in all these traditional musics that we have in Balkans or even I played a lot with the Palestinian musician. I played with one singer for a long time, Rimbana. That she's also she's not with us anymore because she died last year. But she was like angel singer from Palestine singer, and I lived for 1 year and a half in Azerbaijan. So
really,
yeah. So I realized that there's actually we know that in all this traditional music, like even in a first blues versions, that we don't have a lot of harmony. So for me, it's something natural, but something needs to happen, no? So when you play with Western musicians, you again, I repeat, you play for sure with a lot of them. Then everything starts to be a little bit closed, no? And then there needs to be some kind of pattern, something that we go. So harmony can help, form that we moved, and then can play over that. But if you don't have anything, I hear a lot subdivision, any kind of. So for me, it's like, okay, but when will something happen? No. And Aleksandar, from now, I told to Vasil, there will be no music and CD without him. No, he's the first musician forever because he really opens, he really controls, and sometimes I don't know what's happened. I know that it's 7 or 11 or 9, but the guys, and so musical, no, and really with really limited sound because there's nothing, you do pick boom. I don't know if he tunes something, but he can't do much more than that.
No, it's really it's a good addition. This tapan is like, it adds that, you're cooking something and then you add coriander in it or something. It's like, wow, okay. It's really good. But I wanted to ask you, like, how did you get this band together? Because you have, like, let's say, one of my favorite drummers and keyboard players also.
Yes. With Gary Husband, everything came because before this CD, last from 2013, from let's say it was my second CD that Am I Rocking Wrong with Bernat Hernandez on bass and Marko Đorđević, and from that CD, I was always in a contact with Leonardo from Moon June, always. Few years before, and for me was we were speaking. Actually, we had one interview in one Spanish for Toma Jazz. I don't know. I don't know if you know.
I know Toma Jazz. Yeah, sure.
One of the small. Yes. Pachi, and there is it's one of 2 or 3 pages that you can find in Spain that are really constant for 15, 20 years, no? And we became friends. So in one of them, for my first CD on The Age that I recorded 2008 or 9, we have the same. We have the same interviews in the same number, no? So Leonardo wrote me, and it's really interesting. One of the craziest. I speak with Tony Levin also about that because told me that Robert Fleet has a bunch of these situations. So Leonardo write me in that time on MySpace, and he told me, "Wow, man, it's a nice music. It's a nice music that you on this CD, blah blah blah. Can you send me a few copies that I can I would like to show to some friends of mine, some musicians." And I said, and you know, in that time, all this crazy thing with internet already starts. So I released CD. I put it on MySpace in the time, because I think that maybe Facebook started or even doesn't exist. So, and he was like 15th person that asked me for CD, but I didn't sell any CD. And and it was like, you know, the top of these days that I have some people from Austria, from Hungary. I like your music. Can you give, you know, nobody wants to buy, everybody asks for CD. And when Leonardo came, I said, sorry, sir, if you want CD, buy CD. and the next mail was, "Guy, do you know who I am?" Because we were speaking in English, but he's from Bosnia and I'm from Serbia. But I don't know him, and I didn't know. I didn't check his page and anything. And at that time, he was like managing and was like label for Alan Hotsford. No, so guy asked me, "Do you know?" But that's simple. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Because I think that he started. Then we switched to Serbian, but Serbo-Croatian. But the guy told, "Are you crazy? Do you know who I am?" That was the because the guy is also like so direct, like Balkan guy who asked me who I think for him was like broken mind. No, so was like, "Are you crazy? Do you know who I am?" Because but it wasn't his fault. There was a lot of questions the same days, and I said, "Do you buy CD? No, if you want to have CD, buy CD." And the guy told me. So then that's how we start to be in contact. And when in 2013, when I it was also one day CD. Marko Đorđević was touring with some pop or cantautor from United States, and he was always at my home. We are really friends. But for me, in that moment, Marko was like top of the drummers in the world and my good friend. But I never imagined to record with him. And he told me, "Hey, Dušan, I remember well, 4th of June, I'm free. Let's do something. Let's record something." And for me, it was like, wow. I don't have songs. I'm not the guy who composed and have a bunch of songs and CDs in computer. I need to have something. Why I'm composing, no? And in February, March, I told Marco, let's stay at home. I don't have songs. I don't know. And he was up with few mails again. He just mentioned, "I'm still free that day. Well, why don't you?" And few days before, I sit myself and I write down some ideas. So if guitar starts here, then we have C, it's 11, but then I enter, and it was like sheets of nothing, but for me good. And I said, okay, let's go to studio. And I wanted to record 2 songs and 2 videos, but then we record 10 songs, and it was one of the best experience for Marco. Was like crazy, sound was good. You know what's happened. So I showed that to Leonardo, and I said, "Leonardo, I have 2 videos. I would like to promote this, but if you any kind of recommendation from you, knowing that he's in a business and he knows he has label." But I never thought about. I didn't even ask him. It was not like games to listen my music and no. But the guy when he heard it, said, "Wow, man, this is incredible. We will let's release this." And for me it was, wow, man. Like no, Alan Hotsworth's manager label will release my music. So I was ready for whatever, just because I didn't expect. It wasn't planned. I like to play. I like to record. I like to compose. I like everything. And I know that sometimes there is interesting things. But for me, I never, I never even dreamed. I don't know. Maybe I'm a person like that, but I'm not ambitious in that way to be with the top and go. I don't know. But things happened actually in a life, no? So that's why Leonardo was like, and then we collaborated for No Answer, for Chadu with Xavi Reija duo CD. Few CDs we released from 2013 until last 2018, 17. But I know that you can understand, and everybody who will listen this, and I think that maybe it's the also interesting that I would like to mention, and like very important that there is like some kind of limits of working with other people and working on your way or other people ways, or to find some way that we can work together. But there's a moment when you get tired. So I realized that I need to go, not alone, that I'm some kind of, I don't need anything, I don't need any conditions, I don't need anything. But that's maybe the reason, because too much people, too much speaking, too much not promises, plans that in a life, in a world that we are living now, are never come to true. I don't know. And I get tired at the beginning of this year, and I said I'm going alone, because I really started maybe to again, I repeat, because I don't know any other person, but I really start to be really productive in that sense, because I produce all this music in the sense that I have good studio in that moment. I don't know now, but to travel, to move, it wasn't expensive. I could produce, I think until now, the music that it sounds really correct,
definitely.
technically speaking. So all these contacts and all these people, all these Juan Pablo Alcaro from Argentina, that he was like living in New York. I don't know if you know him for some reason, but he works a lot with Envillane Guizdala and Lalo Noeke and all these people, Bill Frisell, I don't know. So Cecilia Sound Studio, I think that was. I actually, the most of the work we musicians are doing. It's normal. I think everybody. And then at the end, you have something. Oh, we do that. We will do that. And then nothing's happened. No, or little bit of that. And the people from managements, or from even from reviewers from downbeat, they sell you like something bigger than life. No, and so we always forgot how we start all this, why we are here, who plays, who composed, who dedicate his life to everyday life. And with all this music that we are doing, when you do something creative in that sense, where you're not like standard jazz player, you need a lot of time. I spend all the time, days, first of all living in the places, then trying to check out all these concepts that they are not easy that way, like if we play blues or if we play jazz. Definitely. And we know the rules. I for example, I'm going from every. I'm speaking about a lot of things at the same time.
That's cool.
But for me, it's interesting to mention that just we should, even if we are ambitious, even if we want something to happen, but to appreciate it a little bit more ourselves. No, even if we are young guys, even if we play what I say 10-second music on Instagram or whatever story. But sometimes, if these are like philosophical concepts, if you think that something, it's like solo. If you think that solo is large, it means that it's large for a long time. So if you think that something is wrong, it's probably wrong. Why should I think that something's not working, or something is like that that it's not, I don't know. So probably it's true. It's not, but I'm the first person who don't want to something bad happened, or that it's something is not work, but it's not working. No. So you said, okay, what's happened here? So the most of the contacts that I have with all this guy, it's thanks to Leonardo. No, so this is one of the points, because he works with Stickman, he works with Alan Holdsworth. No, so but I don't know. So it was really good. I have I have like 5 CDs to release, and now with all of this, I'm really, maybe you can tell me what you are thinking, and how do you think that what we can do, because I have one with trio with Marco and Tony Levin. I have another one. I have a new one with also with Asaf and Vasil, like I will call it No Answer Project now, because it's really, for me, like Magical Trio. We recorded last year in Serbia in one studio also. I have with duo with Asaf, with Vasil, with piano and guitar only here from Barcelona. That record. I have one live recording in the same studio the same day when I play with Vasil in duo with Asaf, Vasil trio live with new songs from that CD that will come. And I have the other one with we have one live with Bernat, Asaf, Vasil, and David Cross on violin. So there is a lot of material, but now it's like we are all like trying to see what's happened.
I think our generation should use like I'm more and more getting into this now, but like band camps and stuff like that. I think that's the future.
Yes,
if you follow these.
To be honest, for me Bandcamp works really well because I have because I know. Again, we can speak. I think that this conversation could be a little bit about all these things because I think that it can be interesting for the people like we are. Because I'm not. I don't know, Ben Monder, no, but to have some kind of other story to explain, no. But for example, like you said, Bandcamp works really well. We speak about a really small amount of the money that you can collect from there, but it's some money,
and it's community. You know, it's spreading the word. That's important.
There, I have, for example, it's something that it's for some reason it's not. You can do it every day. It will be nice, but I can't like to give a CD for free every week. Sure. But I did it. I did it lately with that No Answer. I don't know, and I had like 600, 700 downloads. No.
Oh.
And then I have that mails, so it's good. I think to find some kind of way to make it interesting for the people. I think also it's natural for our music to be. We are not doing some kind of electronic stuff or something that we can do hyper productive and to do 1 million songs a day. So I think that all these fans can understand that. I released this CD. If you see me again in February and April, I give that like for free download this. But I can do it now. I have this 4, 5, 6. But what can I do every month to you know, even if it's release official or free, but it's crazy, you know. So it's to have some kind of natural rhythm for this music. People, I know that was that polemic Spotify direct. I don't know. But okay. But I think that we are also our target and our public people audience is like a little. I think that a little bit older guys who were like hippies in 70s and 60s, and now they are 50, 60 or 65. No, so they have some money to buy CD and they are at home and they $10, no problem, food 10 euros. So for us it's good. It's our audience. It's our. I think that it's our target. So they can understand that I can release every day one CD, no? But Bandcamp works. So now if you have, I don't know, we should find somehow the way to have as much as it possible all this mailing list, no? So and like we are all doing everything, no? I prepare this campaign on these pages. I do everything.
You also sent out the CD to critics yourself, right?
Yes. I always do it.
Okay.
So if you do everything, that's why you don't need label or you don't need anybody to. So when I'm going is that all that money for example from If You See Me Again was the first money that I saw in my life.
Okay.
So it's also one important information I think for all the people. Even if they start, even if they are with labels, but they maybe think that something's wrong. So it's money maybe for mix another CD or something small, but it's the first time. It's the first time. Yeah. After I'm 44, first time. So maybe I'm not that intelligent. Maybe I suppose that some other guitarist or some other players from our age is a little bit older or much more famous. Did something better, when they in their, I don't know, maybe they are more talented. I don't know. It's not. I don't know what whatever. No, but in my
it's
case,
many factors.
my case, that I think that I'm sharing the situation of a lot of musicians, much more than the other ones. It's the first time. No, so I think that maybe all this thing with Corona and all this stuff make a very important. I think maybe it's something astral or universal that I'm feeling. Maybe it's not true, but all this makes some kind of cut, and that's why I'm telling you that this CD, even if it's like independent and self edition, maybe was really. I think that maybe sun or the moon or universe or the stars protect me and show me the way of how I should do it from now. Because can you imagine this CD with some label takes the money, I don't take anything, and it's another, and now we have Corona, we have everything, and the agony continue. No,
I think that if you also see like all the big names now in the last 10 years, even really big stars like Dave Douglas or Dave Holland, Wolfgang Mutspiel, all these players formed their own labels. They're, we're talking about.
We have it from a long time. So
like Dave Holland,
yes,
he has his own label for the last 15 years, and we're talking about Dave Holland. But because he built like a really strong base, he can do it, of course, because he releases a CD and he will sell like 60,000 CDs. I don't know, or 8,000. I don't know how many, but he can do it. But I think that's the future nowadays. That labels, unless you get Blue Note or Verve, which with our music we cannot. Maybe that helps you then, get interviews and everything. But with us, with this more uncommercial music, I think this is the way, like you did it, So
I don't know. I'm telling you, I didn't. For me, sometimes I know. Even if you listen to the music from some person, you can somehow imagine how he is like person. So for me, even if everything gets bad, wrong, if it's the end of the world, and if I want to do it, I will do it. It doesn't have anything to see with the situation of any of the music and music business. But I think that I'm really happy, and what I'm feeling after all these years working with other people, it's like free, happy, and my mind is like because we and what it's important that we sometimes we are losing that in all this capitalism and crazy world, not only in the music, but you forgot that nobody take away especially your music. For me, I'm really getting, even if we forgot that, and I see it for a lot of times, that people are getting to some places, I don't know why, but for me are not natural, even if can bring something, but all these crazy things, recording every day 10 times, and you go, but nobody can take it from you. Nobody can stole the music, your ideas, your creativity that you are doing that for myself 30 years. I don't know what. So we should be more I don't know, more sure to believe more in ourselves that everything is okay. All these superficial things, okay, label, no label, manager, no manager, I don't know, but we know a lot of examples of the people who are really doing great work alone. I'm not telling that they alone. I'm not alone, and you know that I'm not. There is always designer, there is musicians, first of all, there is like people who are mixing, mastering, doing recording CDs, but these people are my people and my friends, and I want to protect them also from these people who wants to come around and to and make this speech. So if this is the price to not have an interview or review in Downbeat, I'm happy.
No, but you're getting really good reviews for the new one. I've checked some. Everyone likes it. The new album. It's you found a nice
look,
audience.
look,
Also.
yes, but there is something that also we can even, I think that even older musicians, and we speak about famous or people, the musicians that people know more than us. I send, for example, again, it's information like 250 CDs and 500 mails. So if something's happened, it's because I did it.
Yeah, of course.
On that way, and I write and I give a thanks and I write to each one of them. So, do it and then will happen. If you don't,
of course, I agree.
Because it's not that I'm afraid. I know that especially, for example, local musicians in Barcelona, in Spain, nobody do you, and and I know that and that the most of the musicians that we even play with them and our friends, they don't even know how the things are working. No, they are like, but they are great. Great musicians, no? And you can imagine now in Barcelona, he has his guitar, he's going to do some class. Tonight he has some gig. and thank you for realize what's happened. But the point is that I'm really doing what I did. For example, some of that it's not crazy that much. When I played with that Trimbana, we played all around the world, and I traveled a lot because of a lot of the reasons, not only musical reasons. So everywhere that I'm going to Paris tomorrow, I'm playing. Okay, who do I have there? It was there. I go to Oslo. Well, I have there. Okay, and I call these guys or write, and I met with them. I invite them to the. So I really try to be thankful to all and for me, some kind of emotionally, it's really important that somebody listen and write about your music. No, it's
definitely.
It's really nice. It's time. He listens to that CD. They write it for me. It's like, wow, man, how it's how can I say thank you? I write a million times thank you because I really
That's a good perspective. Yeah, good perspective.
Yeah. So I think that we should do all that work even together, to interchange all these lists, all these, because it's something real. But the point is just to make it, to do it. You can imagine how many days I spent in the post office.
I know. Yeah.
Sending. So and there is a lot of people who prefer CDs. Okay, you send it, and you know that it's from. It's also information. I don't think that it sounds weird or bad, but €2.50 in Europe and €3.50 in the world. CD, 200 CDs. It's.
I know.
But it makes me feel free. It makes me feel good, and it makes spreading my not my name in a sense that I want something from me or myself or my name, but the music, because I really feel that it's interesting, that the people should hear it at least once, 2 or 3 times.
Definitely.
And when you do that 10 years, people,
slowly.
For me, it's strange to read, but sometimes when somebody says something good about you or put you in a list with some, your idol, for me it's like, wow. I told you also when you put this CD, so for me it was like something incredible, because because of your name, I did. For me, I didn't. When I listened to your CDs 10 years back and whatever, I told you that for me it was like always like Niels Klein and Samo Šalamon, to listen to music before I need to compose something or to make an album, because for me it was like, man, because if I put some kind of music, whatever, but I like it. I listen everybody. I listen everything. But man, if I need to put, just not to say the names, but if I need to put wow and to inspire me, it will be wow. Okay, yeah, I can learn some tricks. I can I don't know, to find but it can be inspiration for me, no. So your music and your CDs was always really important. Even if I need to do something now, I will put it again the same, because I'm not trying to transcribe I'm not trying to transcribe, and I'm not trying to learn. It's just atmosphere. It's just the and I'm sure that in your case, it's also it's idea of concept. Sometimes the note,
the concept is more important.
The notes or the song is just excuse to explain. I will do this and this, go there. That's it. For me, that's more than I have everything then. No. So that's why I need to listen something fresh, something new, something really for myself. I can tell to some student or to somebody, hey, listen this, the wrong recommendation. This book will change your life. This movie, this CD is best. Oh man, and somebody go home and listen and say, oh man, this is shit. No, it's the worst CD that I had. So this for me, I said for me, no.
Definitely.
So that's how it works for me, and then I go and arrange and find something, let's say, new. But it's new. I think that it's new.
It is. It's definitely very fresh. I mean, like especially this one is. It's kind of like, when I was thinking about you and talking with you, I was like, it's you, but it's one step further in a way. This one, it's still your sound when I hear, the intros and the effects and the atmosphere and this kind of rockish vibe in a way, but also not, openness. But it's a step further, this album. I don't know why. It's somehow compositionally or in.
Maybe also the point was that I think that it's a little bit more clear, because we had one day, and obviously everything was written. It was not complicated in that sense, no. But I can be honest and realize that and that makes better album that nobody was 100% comfortable with that.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
and then but then you have Gary Husband, like you mentioned, and we were in the same room, and the drum was so loud because
he's really loud, right?
Yes, and the bass player Bernat told me after we try or we play first song, whatever, he said you can realize that this guy plays on stadiums, because it was like stadium drumming, it was boom, boom. And you take it from your headphones and everywhere, but it was only the drums everywhere, no? So really great sound. When you play with and also when I played with Marco, incredible. With Gary Husband, also with Asaf, for me the drums are the even more, if not really important, and especially when everything it's in a same equilibrated, and you hear that everything is flowing, and it's because when you hear that elements are not not on the same level, because it needs to be on the same, but the drums, when I hear snare and then I hear hi-hat, and it's the same when you do G major, but when the instrument is not good, you hear the third string a little bit. It's tuned, it's there, but something's wrong, no? So with all these great musicians, you really feel like you like something that you can have really good conversation, and with Gary was really and he's really incredibly talented, and everything was really musical. He's always there. He prepared everything. He came. He really liked it. He really liked it because.
How did you connect with Gary?
No, but Leonardo was there, and Leonardo worked with him with Alan all these years from 2001, and also he did some kind of recordings there in the United States, and they are like really friends, no? So he told me why we don't call Gary, because he lives in England, and was really easy to come. I don't know, really with I don't know with company, but was really comfortable, and we picked him up there. So but Gary is really incredibly great and person, and he prepared everything. And what's happened, he really he can tell me that great, nice, like we educated, but but I think that he really liked the music before, and when we were traveling to the studio, he was like really speaks that he feels some things, he wants to be there because he can't listen anymore. He told me that every day he receives CDs, guitarists wanted to contract him, whatever. But he said, and again, I put a CD, and from the first note, Alan Holtzford, Alan Holtzford.
Yeah,
I can't do it anymore. And I always is the same response. Thank you, I'm busy, whatever. But he told me that it's not good for him, not only personally that it's clear, but that always and again and another Alan Holtzford want the band of Alan Holtzford. No, and it's not Alan Holtzford, obviously. No, so. So all this and the same thing again for the musicians that we are knowing, or for students or for younger people, all these guys like good rhythm, good tempo, good to be solid in all this. And when they listen something, I don't record it at home any demo, but I take the guitar and I play the song and I send to musicians. For them, I think that I need to change that, because each and every time people think that oh man, this is like last century, no? But I think that they can find what is essence of all this, and they liked it, and then even on mail, I can hear something, no? And I think that was I think that CD was like that moment of to stop a little bit everything, because I'm really like to improvise a lot, and in some other moments you have a lot of. I know the point is that I know where I am, but the sound and intensity creates that, and okay, some people like or not, but in this CD, it's like everything. It's more. I had that one. I can show you. I don't know for where, but the last year in a studio, Scott Petito studio, when the Jack DeJohnette records it, Hudson.
Project,
I recorded in that studio with Tony, because Tony lives there, and he's older, and he was in before all this. He really toured a lot, and the only condition he really also I think that he told me, but he also really liked all this. You know that the same thing. All these big people, if they hear something different, they want to be there. They want to be there. It's like I think that it's some kind of education, especially in America. And when he hears some, yes, it's always yes. So I think that we don't need not to have fear, but we can ask, because
definitely,
they will be there. If you like one musician or whatever, if they hear us, there was never not okay. We'll see. No. Wow, I want because it's a door. It's a window that something new maybe will happen. We don't know. But if we cut it always, nothing will happen, because nobody will hear.
Definitely.
Nobody will hear for us.
But how did you connect with Tony Levin also?
No, but because Leonardo, it's a manager of Stickman, the Tony Levin's band. But we recorded in 2015 or 16, or I don't know now, 17. I don't know which years this is. With Xavi Reija, that it's a drummer here from Spain that we played a lot, and he recorded in New York drum. It was like a house studio again in Woodstock, because there is that area there is a great studios, and I was like I recorded in that CD, and Tony was there. So that's how we start first time, and then last year, it was last year for the in April, I was about to go to the New York just to have for 2 weeks, and I'm always in the Marko Đorđević home, and then we said, why don't we call Tony, no? And Tony said, I'm home, I'm at home that days, because he's always touring or with the King Crimson or with Peter Gabriel, and it's really, if he's free, he wants. If he's not, it's not. No, and it's free 2 times 5 days in a. And normally, I don't know if you realize that, but it's also for Christmas and for this Semana Santa, or how you call that?
Thanksgiving.
Uskrs.
Božić. No, Christmas. No.
Christmas and the April what we have.
Yeah, okay.
Easter.
Yeah.
Yes, Easter. So if you find, I think that always it was always about the music. When they hear and you ask, it was like they always want to be some with somebody who gives something new. They all of them. You met even more people that I when they hear something again and again, even for the money.
Yeah, sure.
Tony or Gary, whatever, they can play what with there is all the world is big. They have that at least that names that they can record and they can say any price.
Yeah.
Oh, I have one day 5,000, 10,000, whatever, and there is somebody that is good. It's okay.
Who will pay? Yeah, of course.
But they Alan Horses again. Also, they're like, wow. I can imagine. Oh, can you imagine if that somebody asks you to play and plays like your best friend? And it's so, man.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Definitely. But okay, you're mentioning now Alan Holdsworth so many times, right?
Yeah, because for me, I don't know for you, but for me, it's like, wow.
Oh, he's the god for me. I transcribed 3 solos of him, but for me, he's.
I didn't try anything. I didn't try anything. But what I realized, for example, maybe people will say, okay, that I'm not saying anything new. But for me, that I can say that I like it. I can see that I recognize that nowadays, especially jazz musicians, and I can say, even if we speak about Kurt, even if we speak Gilad Hexam or whatever, all these younger guys, I think that naturally they are all, or we are all doing a little by little these steps to go there. Because Alan was there 30 years before. But I hear, it doesn't mean that they copy him or they are listen to him. Yeah. Probably yes, but the music and the resolution of the how to do more and more and how to do something new, different takes that way. One guy one guy that one day when I was younger, I met one guy in Oslo. He was reviewer and he told me something really simple that it's philosophically simple, but I said, man, I realized released that album, Am I Rocking Wrong? And everybody says, new Robert Fripp again, Fripp. But I didn't listen to Robert Fripp. I never listened, And he told me, yes, but you use the same elements. You have fast pedal, you have trio, you use irregular rhythm, odd times. So it needs to be it's
categorized.
Yeah. So if you want to go somewhere, if you need to connect with something more than what we do until now, probably you go to that way, So you see that they are all like, okay, they don't play like chromatic or jazzy. They are all now stretching. They jumping from this to this. So if you do that, if you play 4 notes at the string and blah blah blah, you go to that direction. So so for me, I don't understand really. Maybe somebody who did some analysis or plays 20 years Alan Hotchkiss, we say that I'm idiot, but I don't. And naturally, personally, I don't understand, but I'm enjoying really much.
I know.
I feel it so close.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it, especially all these space intros.
Yeah.
For me, it's something like now. And I speak to Gary. He told me that, and I knew from Marco that he is friend with Chat and with Evan Mari and with everybody. And he didn't write. He didn't know that he plays. Sometimes happens with me also. I do something and Marco told me, this is like triplets over the 7, and then you go, woo. And he told me, don't worry, Alan also didn't know too. So he was like really intuitive in all these things. With Gary Husband, I speak and he told me that they really played like feeling the music, going obviously together, but they didn't in a form, in that sense that they play form, start here, finish there. That all this with the counting to 7, 7, 10. So they played and that's he told me that only that he think that they play with Jimmy Johnson in that trio or with all other bassists. It was the only original way of how Alan was meant to the music in that way, because he didn't play and he didn't count and whatever, no. So if you think that way, sometimes he played with other musicians that they count, so they give all these things that they are okay, also okay. But Gary told me, but that he asked him, Alan, but these guys are playing like, like counting, and they know where they are all the time. I said, okay, so okay, for a few times or one tour, but he knows it, he feel it that. And in another way, with playing with Gary Husband and all these authentical things, they are like, and they played by ear, actually.
Wow. Yeah.
That it's good. I think that the problem today, and you can for sure know it only with the students and with the musicians especially, is that people wants to be safe. People wants to know where they are. Also, this way it's the shorter way. And it gives some kind of results faster, and people like that sensation to know what they are doing and that it works, no. And all these other concepts are like, are going. You search something, you don't know what's happened, and one day something's happened. No, but it's really large way, and nobody can tell you that something will happen, no. So you are searching something. For example, I worked a lot, really a lot. Yusuf Latif, that book repository of I don't know what was the name. And again with all this Middle East, and Reza Bassi has some kind of nice explanation of all this Indian and Pakistan and all these things. So what I did, for example, for years, I'm playing, for example, half an hour of 1 hour a day, nothing. I start every day, I start to play, and I play. The point is not to play anything that you know how will sound, no? But I play it a really long time. So a few days ago, Kurt put something on Instagram or Facebook, just to try to find the sound, to try to find intensity in playing, not in just improvise and no. So I did that for a lot of years, playing for hours, nothing. And for me, it was like totally something new. And maybe when technically you can do it, because I don't need to play C major in 12 positions, but play nothing. And then also the good exercise, all this combination of 2-3 scales from Yusuf Latif that he calls, and that Japanese scale or Iranian scale, that we have other names, but sounds romantic, sounds different. And it's important also because in all these Indian concepts, you can that they had like in theaters, when they play some scale, they are happy, or they are in love, or they are sad. So it's good sometimes, but I did it for hours. It's not that you do sometimes, okay, when you're near sea and romantic in your home in village, but I did so. But that concept doesn't give you anything. And if you want result, there's no result. In a sense that you have song, that you have, I have all times. Oh, no. You don't have anything. But spiritually, musically, takes you that you can maybe find something someday.
It's the path, I think the path is really important. I realized that through time also, that like in the beginning, it was about, writing music, recording it, releasing it, getting good reviews. In the beginning, that was like, then I lost the enthusiasm for that. I was just like, another CD, another. And then I had to rethink myself that I actually have to start enjoying the process, the path. It's all about the path. It's all about the writing. It's all about playing 2 hours, just something or nothing, like you said. It's just the process. I think it's more important than once a CD is out. For me nowadays, it's like
it's finished.
It's good, but I have to enjoy the process of making it. I have to enjoy doing everything part of this process. That's, I think, really important.
Yes,
for
yes.
me,
So
you know.
that's what we need to really take care, enjoy, and all
Yeah,
the other things. That's what we will speak. Okay, each and every one can do it at the level that we can choose, and the level that we want. But it doesn't need to be. Oh, I really prefer to, if we play one day or with somebody else or what that I really like. And for me, that's more than enough. I don't need to be everywhere. I don't need to be friend with everywhere. I don't need to
yeah.
write a message to any musician. Oh, guy, let's see if something's happened. Really, I don't really.
It's too
I
much.
don't.
Yeah,
It's not good. It's not working for me if I'm not honest. If I'm doing what I see that where the things are going.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's easy. When you are years in this, you immediately know when you see who release CD, when you see who plays on CD, when you see who reviews CD, you know where they drink coffee, and you know everything. We know everything, no? So, but it's okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if when you get to that point that you know everything, you can choose what do you want to enjoy after all this process, and it needs to be to see with the music, because I'm a musician first of all, no? So
yeah.
so all these things, maybe when you are a little bit for a long time in this business or whatever business, or in the music industry, if there is industry, you can be calm, and you can say, okay, no problem, good. Even if they drink coffee, if they are I don't know, he has review, but the CD is shitty, okay,
Yeah,
okay. But if the CD is good, great. I will learn
yeah,
from that music, and great, because I'm the first person in this world. Sometimes they say, musicians, do you always speak? No, I would like to hear today 10 great CDs.
yeah,
And I don't care who released and who plays, but if it's bad and everything, then I will say, oh man, but
yeah.
this is it's bad CD. It's not bad music, but
It's for your personal taste. Yeah,
yes, but it's so it's easier when you have some age. Also, I think that it's thing. Okay, everybody goes everywhere. Things are happening. Who's touring with whom? Because you know why,
yeah,
and it's okay. But the point is, and in your case, I'm sure, why some pop singer from Serbia or from Spain don't call me. how do they call me? But it's okay. It's nice for me. The bad thing will be that I want to play with some famous pop singer, but
and they
he's
don't
not
call you.
calling me.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
how can he? But if we think a little bit reasonably, why? Who can call me if you listen that CD? So everything is on the place. Everything is okay. Everything is correct.
yeah.
Nobody,
Definitely.
and if I know that I'm now 44, in the 10 years or 20, nobody will call me to play. Even if I can, I know that I can, and I and
Yeah,
I
sure.
I played, but if what's the reference? No, but everything is clear. So the only wrong thing will be that I have a dream to play with somebody, and they don't call me. So
Yeah,
so that
that's not.
that
Yeah,
that, 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 that makes you unhappy, and your life is bad, and you wake up and you're feeling sad, no, and that's
yeah,
not good. That's not good.
yeah. Dusan, I just want to ask you one thing. You're talking about uh, industry and music business. I mean, I consider myself really lucky that I can do music that I want to do for the last 15 years because I also teach. So basically, I make a living primarily from teaching.
Me too. Everybody.
So this is also one of the reasons why you came to Barcelona, because you're in Barcelona. How did the
Yes. I
Barcelona
came. I
story
came. I
happen?
came to. Yes, I came to. I came from Serbia. Unfortunately, because I could get out after 2000s and all
Mhm.
these years of 90s and everything, and it was like almost impossible, but I did it. So
Mhm.
so I came to Barcelona to study in Liceu, because they were like foundation with Berkeley, no, but it was like they are still. So the point was that if you finish that conservatory, you can go to you do audition again, and they put you in Berkeley on last year or last and a half, or at maximum 2 years. So
Mhm.
you can jump 2 years and to get in the middle, somehow in the middle.
Mhm.
And the Barcelona was like always even now, even if it's not cheap, but was the cheapest town in Europe always, comparing with Amsterdam. There was also academy. Paris, or
Paris,
well, in Athena was one, and so the decision was simple: to go somewhere where it's cheaper than any of the other places, and to do much more as possible, to go then to the Berkeley, because I didn't have all that money for all that.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a middle school, and I didn't have any previous preparing,
Musical.
so I couldn't go to Berkeley to do something more. So I start really late. Actually, that was when I was 25, 26. So it was really late. I started really late to play like professionally, or to dedicate myself professionally
To
in
music.
music. Really,
Yeah.
at 25, I knew West Coast blues and all the things you are a little bit. So I didn't know anything. I didn't know. I was blues guitar player, blues, really blues, and it's really what I liked. I can say the most, but it's something where I'm really still like, but I do something else, different music too. So last almost 20 years I'm here in Barcelona. I finished that, but I never went to Berkeley typically. So I started to play, to living here, and all these things that to start to teaching, to live, and it's still really nice place for living, even if it's not like it was in 90s. You for sure you remember when Kurt lived here, and Chris Higgins and Mark Turner and Jorge Rossi, and end of the 90s.
All this fresh sound, new talent scene.
Like, yes, it was like a big, important European and world center, no? New York, Barcelona. But actually, when I came here, I didn't catch that great moment, no? And now it's like, wow, it's nothing. There's nothing. Even with this, the most of the places will closed. We don't even know what will happen with the scene or whatever, no? Especially again for this kind and type of the music, almost. I mean, you have few friends, few people that they don't share the same illusion. So normally I always feel pretty much alone in that way, just to construct. So that maybe that maybe is also sometimes good, because you need to open and to find that 10% in a planet that will play with you, and 20 that will buy your CD, no? But it's okay. You spread your
that's
eyes
what we
and
were
ears
talking in the
and
beginning.
everything. Yes, and that's good. You really feel then the more than ever part of the world, because if you play jazz standards, you will probably play in casino or in hotel. You will have more money, but okay. In another village or town near yours, there's another guy playing
doing the same.
Yes,
exactly.
and playing good, but that's it. That's
we're kind of thinking the same.
yes. So that's it.
Yeah, super. Cool, Dušan. I would just